Open the forbidden door. Buy me dinner first. Hello, welcome to the Untitled Wrestling Podcast. I am Jay, joined by Faye, Ben, and Ollie, and we're
Oh, you
here
look so upset by that.
Forbidden Door her. I barely know her.
That's
No,
better.
we haven't even done the Forbidden Door stuff yet. Yeah, we're here to talk about Forbidden Door because we're all going to be there at the weekend and kind of panicked and thought, shit, we need to do predictions. So bear in mind, this is going to be going out before the go home episode of Dynamite or Collision, which means there's probably going to be half the card missing.
Well, they've
knowing
not got
Tony
anything
Khan.
for a pre-show match, have they? Which is
You've got
Presumably
to,
there'll be 3 to 4 pre-show matches of varying talent.
and if
Just give
Tony
me one
likes anything,
Suzuki.
it's throwing about 20 lads on the pre-show in the UK, so that everyone gets a
I
chance
mean-
to come to England for some reason.
surely Big Boom AJ knows there's Costco's in England, right?
Because that's what you want. Big Boom AJ versus
Yeah,
Guest
I
in a
don't think the
death
Riz is
match
allowed in this
at the
country. I think
pre-show.
he's too much of a safety risk.
I I think they should book the Rizzler versus Caminito. That's what all I'm saying.
Rizzler versus Trent Barretta. What do you want about? That's what we want to see.
The blood feud will end soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a pretty solid card, to be fair. It's not very Forbidden Door-y.
It's slightly less forbidden than previous years, but this card, I think, on paper, match for match, is probably the best Forbidden Door they've booked.
Yeah.
It's just it's to be fair, I will say it's the way they announced like the matches last week for Forbidden Door, because like I was like obviously dead excited for it because I'm always excited for an AEW show in the UK, but it went from like a 7 or 8 out of 10 to a fucking 10 out of 10 with one Tony Schiavone announcement in the middle of the ring, quite awkward. It's like, the fuck is this?
Yeah.
You're like,
With
Yeah.
one backstage Will Ospreay promo where he like pretended to be on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost as if someone should have given Tony Khan an August 1st warning of Forbidden Door being around the corner, Tasty.
No, we could have. I mean, that was the original Forbidden Door.
That was the original Forbidden Door. Shall we do an impromptu TNFaye before we get
No!
predictions on the way?
Suddenly, a
No!
wild TNFaye appeared.
Yes! You thought you got away with a Faye!
It is, and I don't want it.
This spun out of a couple of days ago. Cultaholic put that one of those quizzes where you like typed in the name or something. You have to name all the members of the certain
I got
thing.
one.
So this was name all the members of Aces and Eights. I got all bar 5. There were 15 members.
It was in like 7 minutes, wasn't it? as well?
4 of them were 2 prospects, Mike and someone else who were on one episode each.
Yep.
Lever Bates, who was there for like 1 episode,
Oh.
and Eva Lise, who only turned up later in like a one-night special representing them in like a tournament.
Yeah.
I forgot them. I got everybody else except for this man.
Who is this man, Tasty? Do you want to tell us about it?
So a couple of years ago, I want to say 10 years. Is it 10 years ago?
It was 10 years ago because the anniversary was August 1st.
So TNA started doing these like viral videos on their social media, and it was like something's coming August 1st, someone's coming, something's coming, blah blah blah, and loads. There were like the theories were wild. Like people were saying like it's the Undertaker, he's coming to TNA to feud with Sting.
Yeah, it got so out of hand. Like people thought this was going to be the shot in the arm that saved TNA after Hernandez Gate.
And it turns out it wasn't The Undertaker. It wasn't even a professional wrestler. It was mixed martial artist Tito Ortiz.
And
that's a
Why?
name that history has largely forgotten.
so because
I have no idea who that is.
he's like an MMA UFC Hall of Famer. I partially follow MMA, fucking less so these days.
Yeah.
But like Tio is cracking, but also the dumbest motherfucker to string a sentence together.
Yeah.
Like, just if you wanna entertain yourself, spend 5 minutes watching Tito Ortiz quotes, and you like it is. He's the oldest mature person, put it that way. No, he's a young mature. No, he's an old mature. Like he just says the stupidest things about himself, and it's the best thing in the world.
So
But
he
he's trying to
showed
cut
up.
a promo.
He showed up in TNA as a member of Aces and Eights. Now, I think this was primarily to go against the main event Mafia, who for also reasons had. So the main event Mafia. Have we done the main event Mafia? That's the thing.
We've dabbled in main event
I was
mafia.
about to say,
We
I feel
haven't-
like we touched on it.
So
we,
that was
we haven't got all the way.
That was a heel group, which were like basically started out as like, this is very meta. A load of old guys who have monopolized the main event scene to keep themselves on top. And that
Which
I've
was
never
their
heard
actual
of that
gimmick.
before.
But
which
then
was basically stole from WCW.
yeah,
Yeah.
but then Sting, who was like one of the main guys in it, it was like Sting, Angle, Steiner, Kevin Nash, like guys like that. Sting brought them back as like faces to go up against Ace and Eights as like his boys, basically.
Yeah.
And they, for some inexplicable reason, also had Rampage Jackson, who is also an MMA
Well,
fighter.
the thing with
And
that though, at least he was relevant because he was in a film at the time.
yeah, he was in the A Team. He was
Oh,
B.A.
right,
Baracus
okay.
in the A Team film, the Liam Neeson A Team film. So he was riding that. And then I think him and Tito were having an actual fight, weren't they?
They'd had a fight, and then TNA were kind of trying to cross promote it with Bellator, while also alluded to that they were going to have a wrestling match as well.
Yeah, and they
Oh,
both
God.
they both basically hung around for like 3 weeks, and then they both got pulled from wrestling shows because it turns out MMA companies don't want their MMA fighters to get injured doing fake fighting before they do
The
real
fact
fighting.
that Bobby Lashley managed to somehow put together both an MMA career and a wrestling career at the same time still I find fucking remarkable.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Bellator let that happen for as long as it did do.
I mean, are you going to tell Bobby Lashley no?
Well, exactly. He's a bit more eloquent than Tito, isn't he? But to say that, so to put into perspective, like how well this went down, Faye. You know that clip of Bobby Fish go asking where the lie is?
Oh, I hate that clip.
That was a louder pop than what Tito got.
How is that possible when there was no pop?
Yes.
This was like negative.
This
Pop.
was an
like,
anti-pop. And his music was like the most generic thing, wasn't it? It was just like da-da, 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 da-da. And then he walks out dead slow and everyone's like, who the fuck's that?
So pretty much like I was then. Like,
I'm pretty sure I put the video of this on Discord. I'm going to tag you in it now, Faye. I think we need to get
stop tagging me in TNA things.
I think we need to get a live reaction of this because
oh, no.
it's
Okay.
it's for science.
Is
And-
it?
Who knew this Forbidden Door prediction show was going to start off with let's watch T2 Ortiz and TNA?
I fucking did because I've been planning this for weeks.
Oh,
to
I
be
don't
fair,
want this.
so there's an entire.
WhatsApp me it because it's like
One of the things I love
Yeah.
about like
Like,
wrestling
like,
now
yeah.
is there's an entire generation of British wrestlers who grew up watching TNA because it was on like free TV in the UK.
TNA was the biggest wrestling show in the UK. Like TNA was more popular in the UK than WWE was in the UK because you could get access to it on fucking Challenge TV.
Yeah, it was on Freeview, so everyone just watched it. Like Sarah's
they
dad
always-
used to watch it like every
always
week
sold-
because it was on free telly.
Like their tours did over here were the only things that keep them in fucking profit for a while because they always sold out.
I went to every single one of them in Manchester. I saw effectively Hulk Hogan's final match.
Yeah.
Is that a fucking
Yikes.
boast?
It was in
Fuck
Manchester.
Hulk
It was
Hogan.
in Manchester, and Ric Flair was involved. It
Oh,
probably should
God.
have been Ric Flair's final match, but we all know about that, don't we?
Well, there's still time for one more Ric Flair match, sadly. Faye, I've done it on Discord because it's on Twitter. So you've got the link.
Okay.
You got the link now.
I don't want it. Let me open it.
Mike Tenay in this as well is doing like the Lord's work, trying to make this feel like a big deal.
Mike Tenay was so good. He just shoveled so much shit in that era and made it seem
He
like
did
good.
as well. What's fitting is Faye's reacting exactly the way the people in the crowd did on August the 1st.
Why is he like create a wrestler?
Because he's Tito Ortiz, he's an MMA fighter from like the 2000s. That's literally what all MMA fighters in the 2000s look like.
So it's come full
Basically.
circle. So he looks like he's like an extra from Sons of Anarchy, which is very apt because the Ace of Eights was just a rip-off of Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
And considering, like this is around the era of Affliction and wrestling, like Affliction band T-shirts and wrestling, like
Yeah.
jeez.
This is a point in TNA where the weekly storyline was just whatever Eric Bischoff had seen on telly that week.
No, don't like that.
Uh,
No, thank you. Let's never make me watch live reactor things
Where
ever again.
So, like, literally, for anyone who's not seen it, like, it's like the air being sucked out of a room when he comes out. It's not even like a pop. It's just nothing. It's indifference. Thankfully,
It's
we're not.
unfortunate.
thankfully, we're not going to have that, are we? Because it's not like Chris Jericho is going to return this weekend.
To WWE.
Why would you speak that into the
That's my
universe?
prayer circle is Jericho in the Rumble. I need that. That's
I
all I need.
I generally think I don't think we'll see Jericho back in AEW. Like I actually think because his contract's up this year, isn't it?
Yeah, end of the year.
Yeah.
And his wife wants the Oval Office picture.
Yeah. She
She hasn't been to Washington DC since.
she didn't allegedly storm the Capitol for nothing. She wants that fucking picture. Where's your wife on January 6th, Chris? Allegedly. Anyway, let's talk about Forbidden Door because that's
Please, let's talk about Forbidden Door. Please.
Unlike the Forbidden Door of the Capitol building on January 6th. So first of all, we've got let's go with the Unified Championship match, Swerve versus Okada, which last year would have been a Forbidden Door. So 2 years ago would have been a Forbidden Door match.
And last year probably would have been could have been a fucking main event this year.
Yeah.
Because this card is wildly stacked.
Well, apparently until Swerve and Ospreay last year, it was meant to be Swerve and Suji, which makes me sad because I would have really liked
so
that.
Good.
But yeah, so Okada's first defense as the Unified Champion, he called out Swerve, which, yeah, I'm here for this.
Yeah, it's a bold strategy.
Yeah, let's see how it pays out, Cotton. I think that Okada's just going to win this, but I think it's going to be like down to a lot of fuckery from Okada. Because obviously no one can get involved, like no one can interfere, but Okada's been a devious bastard, hasn't he, where he's just cheated, but still like then looked incredible while he's cheating.
Yeah.
I would like Swerve to win. But also I need Okada to cash that. Maybe not.
I think after this match, Takeshita comes out and stares down Okada
with his big trophy,
with his big old G1.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I saw something good on the Twitter the other day, which is I know rare. I'd love it. So they said like, what if like Don Callis, like, say he's obviously backstage with the car with Takeshita, like bigging up his G1 win or something, and he's cutting this promo and he's like, Takeshita won the G1. He's bigger than Omega. He's bigger than Chono. He's bigger than Ishii. And then Takeshita just grabs the mic. And is like bigger than Okada.
I think that's what leading because the thing is like AEW on soft, they clearly had an idea that Takeshita was going to go far in this G1 this year. And they've
apparently Tony booked it, mate, according to the internet.
Well, according to the internet, yeah. But they've been clearly like making a point of saying that Okada is the greatest tournament wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
And then Don Callis is saying Okada is the greatest wrestler to come out of Japan. And Takeshita's right fucking there.
They've been leading to this match. I feel like this has been like one of the longest teased matches in AEW like for a while now. Because like I swear this has been going back since since the Continental Classic last year.
Yeah,
where everyone thought it was going to be Takeshita or Okada in the final, and like, but this match, Takeshita versus Okada, is a match that needs to happen, and Takeshita coming off the G1 and Okada having beaten Omega will beat Swerve. I think going to beat Swerve here. It has to lead to them at like World's End or something this year. Like Takeshita versus Okada.
Interestingly, Ollie, this match I think has been teased longer than Okada Omega was, and Okada Omega is the match that Tony Khan founded this company so that he could book.
Yeah, sure is.
And also, it's Swerve in the UK. He never wins it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that like Swerve's literally lost back to back in London, and like, he's probably going to lose again.
I've seen Swerve lose at indie shows in London. Like he just doesn't win in London. Yeah, I think they're building Okada up to take that big loss to Takeshita to then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, if because like Okada's like the longest reigning AEW champion of all time now with the Continental belt, and if Takeshita gets the win over him eventually, the pop, like the rub, the fucking oh my god! I mean, Takeshita doesn't need it. Like we're gonna have a big argument about him or Kyle Fletcher for the rest of the year at the end of the year.
I mean, Takeshita's winning the IWGP Championship this year. Like it's happening.
Well, so that's a point then, Ollie. Do you think we've all said like, oh, what if Takeshita comes out after this match to challenge Okada? Do you not think he might come out or get involved in Zack Sabre Jr.'s match with Nigel?
I think that what I think is going to happen, and I messaged this to Jay earlier, is I think Takeshita's beating Zack Sabre Jr. like He's already said he wants to go after it before Wrestle Kingdom. He wants to walk in at Wrestle Kingdom as the champion. That's happening. Like, I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but I see Takeshita versus Zack in the next one of the shows in the next 2 or 3 months.
Probably Power Struggle, I reckon.
That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't too sure what they had been announced or not. But Takeshita's walking into Wrestle Kingdom, and I'm guessing he's going to be facing Tsuji, and it's going to be Tsuji versus Takeshita for the title, which then Tsuji wins. Tsuji wins for the first time.
Tsuji should have done the Okada debut as well, where first match wins the belt.
Wins it. Yeah, but that's where
I see in the match.
I see them crowning Tsuji there, so they could, in Takeshita's run to getting the IWGP, they could have him beat Okada beforehand, or they continue to tease Takeshita versus Okada till after all of this.
I think it's easier for Tony to book Takeshita to win the C2 if Takeshita's the IWGP World Champion.
Yeah.
Especially if he just books him to walk it, which he probably will.
Which would be mad if, like, the lineage of the C2 is Eddie Kingston, Kazuchika Okada, and Kenoshi Takeshita. It's like the 3 most Japanese pilled wrestlers in AEW.
Yeah.
Winning the most Japanese pilled tournament in AEW.
Yeah.
Like, it started off as the Triple Crown, just because I assume Tony and Eddie were just marking out about the idea they could have a Triple Crown.
Yeah, I love how it started off just like Eddie Kingston walked the King's Road, like, and it's his tribute to the King's Road, and then they just pick it, and then the next year it's just like, oh no, it's just Takeshita's tribute to the G1, and now it's gonna be Okada's tribute to the G1, and now it's gonna be Takeshita doing the double, like.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, isn't it? Takeshita's probably gonna like be built now as being like as surpassing Okada, isn't he? Like,
which is why he'll win the C2, and the final of the C2 is Takeshita versus Okada, where Takeshita beats him, and he's now the unified champion and becomes the IWGP champion and the G1 winner going into Wrestle Kingdom as this big outsider.
And then wins the fucking AEW World Championship to top it all off.
So surely, I mean, we have to say, if you're Tony Khan, you're doing whatever you can to get him on this show right now, because he's not announced for a match.
I don't think he'll have a match, but I can see it's either coming out after Okada or after Zack Sabre Jr. It's one or the other.
Because they're just playing up like he's still in Japan, aren't they, as well? Like,
what if for some reason they have like Swerve Okada, then they have like Don Callis, Takeshita, G1 celebration presentation for like 5 minutes, and then they have Zack Sabre Jr. So like Okada comes out, Takeshita comes out, stares down Okada, has his celebration, then as he's leaving, Zack Sabre Jr. is coming to his match, and they have the little walk past, the little sort of.
That could work. That could also work.
I was thinking they might do it where Takeshita comes out instead, like do Zack and Nigel like before Swerve and Okada, have Takeshita do the stare down with Zack, and then like name where he's going to wrestle him.
And then he exits through the crowd, and on his way up, he gives me a little kiss on the cheek.
Gives us all a little cuddle. Then I
mean, you can't stop me from booking that in my head.
Kyle Fletcher will try, but
it's fine. I don't mind.
But no, I can see like Don and Takeshita leaving, and Takeshita waiting on the stage as Okada comes out, and them having like a little stare down, and then
Don can't watch, or he has to pay.
That's.
Sorry, little Big Lebowski reference for you there, Jay.
I enjoyed that quite a lot. So let's go to the match we were just talking about then, Nigel versus Zack Sabre Jr. I mean, it's just a dream match, isn't it? Zack's gonna win, but
we got a little taste of this last year.
We did. We got that little teaser. And
I am gonna be so feral for this match, you guys.
And you're gonna be so annoyed when Garcia costs McGuinness the match.
Why would you say that? Matt's already said this to me today.
It's what's going to happen.
It's because Garcia's in that fucking photo behind McGuinness, and there's only one reason he's accompanied him to this match. It's so he can cost him.
I don't think he's going to cost him. I think he might just tell him after the match.
I think he might just attack him.
Something's happening, but Garcia's getting involved, and there's going to be a Garcia and McGuinness
I feel
match.
Nigel basically said, Daniel, will you accompany me to this match so you can turn heel at the end, please?
So you can use me for heat.
It was the way Nigel was like, one day, but not today. Wasn't your day,
he was
pal?
such a dick about
You're gonna be in my corner, mate. Even when Garcia was like screaming at him, your time's passed, and he just elbowed him as hard as he could in the face.
Like, Nigel dropped the submission just to like be like, shut the fuck up.
Props if Nigel makes Garcia dress like a young lion as well.
I'd love that. What if he gets him to dress as like ROH Nigel with like the blonde wig? Just gets him to get highlights in his hair. He's grown out his hair.
Listen, if he gets Daniel Garcia to do all those little slutty Nigel poses from ROH, the girls are gonna have a great
I
time.
I think that Nigel's gonna do some kind of grotty bump on Zack Sabre Jr. on the barricade at some
Oh,
point in this match, and everyone's gonna be really upset, especially Nigel.
Nigel
Not
McGuinness
me.
going hard into a barricade in the UK. What could possibly go wrong?
He'll-
It's okay. It's not the Olympia. He'll be fine.
yeah, it's okay, but it's not like it's Danielson who's gonna be trying to bust him open hard way on the ring post.
He only gives himself lasting head damage when he does it in Liverpool.
That's very true. But yeah, I think it's safe to say Zach's retaining here, isn't he?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
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 See, this is why I'm not too bothered about like the lack of Forbidden Door matches, is because like there's never going to be a title change really when it's like New Japan versus AEW. It's fine for an exhibition match, like the well, I don't know, there aren't any, but putting Tanahashi in the cage match, that's
the
fine
lights out.
because yeah, it's fine for that when there's nothing that's going to be like, you're not going to get Nigel McGuinness winning the New Japan title. You're not going to get.
Imagine the scenes.
And spoilers for later on, I don't think anybody else, not from AEW, is walking away with any of the belts in any of the matches either. Which is why it would be stupid to have Hangman wrestle Tanahashi for whatever reason, because Hangman's not going to lose.
Oh, I did want to see Hanger and Tanahashi though, just because Tanahashi did that promo that he'd save him one day.
Have we not forgotten Jack Perry versus Sonata and whatever that was?
Don't worry about it. Yeah, shall we keep this in the Forbidden Door circle then and go for the match that you've just said? Take a roll, Zach. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think so. I mean, we haven't picked any other results. I don't know why we're doing this one.
I mean, we did pick.
We're all picking Okada.
We all picked Okada, didn't we, for Okada and Swerve?
Mhm.
By like sort of tacit consent, yeah.
Yeah. Did you want Swerve?
No, no,
Oh, so there we fucking go then. So next up, we'll go for the other most predictable match on the card, which is Kyle Fletcher versus Hiromu Takahashi.
This is the match I wanted.
I'm so glad we get to see Takahashi on a Forbidden Door. Remember, he was meant to be on the first Forbidden Door in the Young Bucks tag match. Right, and I don't
He got
understand
COVID, didn't he?
Well, he said he had a fever and had fever-like symptoms. Now, how the fuck could you tell if Takahashi's got a fever? Because he's a fucking lunatic.
He is a ticking time bomb.
Like, I respect the person who went, oh no, he's too insane.
I'm so looking forward to seeing Hiromu live. Like, I've always loved Hiromu from like when I was first getting into New Japan. Like and having going up against Fletcher, it's just going to be a fucking wild
The
match.
drip's gonna be insane in this
Kyle
match.
Fletcher is he's in him and Takeshi, like I said, in the neck and neck wrestling at the moment. He's on an absolute killer to this is gonna utterly fuck. It's gonna be unbelievable.
I think Kyle Fletcher needs to get the win here so he can plant the seeds for winning the Casino Gauntlet next year and then cashing in on Ospreay and saving us all having to deal with Ospreay as world champion after all in.
And Jay, it'll be
that'd
nice
be so
for us
good.
to be able to watch a Hiromu Takahashi match live that we can actually then watch back later without having to ignore a quarter of the people in it.
What?
We saw so at the Ring of Honor
That match was fantastic as well. It's so annoying.
It was Dalton Castle,
Dalton
Takahashi,
Castle, Kushida, Takahashi, and don't worry about it.
some Umbrella enthusiast who's a bit of a weirdo.
Oh,
Yeah,
We don't talk about.
fuck that guy.
yeah, and someone who got cancelled. And it was really good. And Hiromu was ace.
We also saw Bully Ray pin Naito like the day after he won the G1.
The day after he won the G1,
which was so upsetting.
Naito didn't even have his fucking trophy with him. Oh, god damn it. Damn you, Bully Ray, you absolute terrorist.
Also, fun fact, we walked in, we got to that show late, and as we walked in, Hangman was eating a pin off Kenny King in the first match.
Was. Hangman was getting a royal flush as we walked in.
Literally, we walked in to see Hangman looking at the lights, and like now he's like the best wrestler.
The guy,
in the AEW.
like,
yeah, it's incredible.
He was in the dark match. We did also
Jay met him during the show, didn't you?
Yeah, high-fived him. High-fived him. Met Bully Ray and the Briscoes, and Bully Ray sounded really sad when I said I enjoyed that match. And he was like, "Thank you, sir." And now he's probably got heat
Didn't
with
you
me.
too sweet Hangman?
I did too, sweet Hangman.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah. He nearly fucking broke my hand away. He just went. Ah! It's a running theme. Shibata did that to me at Rev Pro 2 years ago as well. When I high
I mean,
fived him.
that's entirely your own fault for asking for a high five
I
from
went to high
Shibata.
five Shibata. He hit my hand with the Ring of Honor Pure title.
I think Shibata only ever does things like maximum force. Like he's
Yeah,
got no like
100%.
I
no
literally,
dimmer switch on anything. It's
I
just like on or
literally
off.
had a bruise on the palm of my hand that looked like the ROH logo. After that, it was so upsetting, but cool. So anyway, I mean, this is probably going to be like contender for match of the night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go, go,
Like,
Jeff.
it's Carl Fletcher's on another
I
level
think you
right
could
now.
throw this on first, and just get everyone fucking rabid.
I think
I'd be shocked if it's not first. To be fair,
You want to
I think
get the energy up in
Hiromu's-
the room. You want to get the room bouncing. Like this is how you
yeah.
do it.
I think it's either
Hiromu's
this,
grip.
or maybe Nigel versus Zach. Because that again, Nigel and Zach's going to get everyone wild, aren't they? But they could also do. There's a couple of matches there they could do to just like
You
get
could
the
do
crowd.
the Takeshita celebration on the pre-show, like so it's not eating into the match time.
I think
Yeah, and like
I
have
think
that end the
Take is
pre-show,
gonna
and then
be.
have it start
Yeah.
with Zach coming out, and they have like a bit of the stare down or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, I'd be up for that.
I think he might be a surprise if he comes out. I don't think they're going to announce like some big pomp and circumstance thing. I think he'll just come out with the trophy and just stare down.
They might just be like, "We're doing a gauntlet surprise."
Well, me and Ollie were talking about this before we started recording, that they might do like a battle royal just to get loads of people on the card.
Oh, Uno says he's down.
and that's where you get your Blue Panther, and that's where like you might get an Oku surprise.
Basically, all the people who were like on the Rev Pro show,
Brian
who were, like,
Danielson in a mask.
Danielson in a Blue Panther mask.
You'll get Paul White because he always pops up in the UK, doesn't he? Because he's massive
Captain
over here.
Insano.
He's massive anywhere, but he's massive over here.
Get a little bit of cheeky Jarrett. Get that old Jeff Jarrett Road Warrior pop.
Oh, God.
Oh God, it was a year ago that we had that fucking bizarre world match where Big Bill was weirdly over.
Yeah,
that was Jericho versus Hook, and Big Bill was the most over thing in that match until Taz.
put the Taz mission on.
Until Taz mission, Brian Keith.
We went for a little walk around the arena.
I was in the room for that. I saw that live, and it melted my brain.
Yeah.
We went for a little walk around the arena when this match happened, and then as we got back to our seats, Taz was putting thingy in the Taz mission, and we were like, "This is the best bit to come back to."
Yeah. I hope Taz missions someone every year, just as a treat. So next up, let's go to. Actually, there is one more very, very predictable match, so let's do that. For the first time in 11, I believe 11 years. No.
Yep. They last tagged
Or
together at the Invasion pay-per-view.
That's not
Really?
That's not 11. That's not 11 years, mate. I've got bad news for you.
Yeah.
No, like one of the last times they did it was at
That's insane.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 14 years ago.
I thought it was 2011. They had like a random ass match on Raw, because that's how WWE love to do like certain comebacks. But yeah, the team of Dadam and Father versus Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. I'm just happy Kip Sabian's on pay-per-view in the UK.
Yeah, me too. Finally,
3 years it's took to get him on a fucking pay-per-view in the UK, and he deserves it because he's great. But yeah, I think Father's gonna beat the shit out of his two like ingrate children. Yeah, not more to say about that, really, is there?
yeah.
This is going to be a big nostalgia thing, isn't it? It's going to be all the spots. I hope we get a 5-second pose. That'd be incredible.
It's for me. It's a weird one where, because like I knew this, like we've all known that it was building to this, but again, just the way it got announced as like, and they're back on Forbidden Door against Nick. It's like what? Like it just kind of felt like.
But lean into it. Give us the funny glasses. Give us like the mesh tops.
It just felt a little more.
Get Gangrel with them.
This has been the slowest. This has been the slowest building storyline, and yet feels so rushed at the end.
It's like they've rushed the last like 20% of it in like 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they didn't do it all in because they wanted to give more storylines to Nick Wayne and the fallout of the patriarchy, but then didn't give the rebuilding of Edge and Christian enough time together to be like, oh, you're just fine now, I guess?
Yeah, Christian just came out to make the save on Dynamite, and then him and Edge had a little hug.
And then it got announced later that show that this match was happening. He's like, okay.
I do like that Christian's still a prick though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I want. I want him to still be a massive prick.
I just want him to be still be father, but now he's just angry at his sons.
So what's the over/under on number of concertos that Kip Sabian's taking in this match?
Oh, poor Bean.
I think Kip Sabian's gonna have an ungodly amount of spears in this match.
Yeah.
He takes them so well.
He does. He does. He makes Adam Copeland look like he can actually hit a spear. Also, bonus points if Gangrel shows up and spits blood on Mother Wayne.
But it's not blood. It's actually Weatherspoon's "Sex on the Beach."
Cheeky Vimto.
He just comes out eating a plate of bangers and mash from Weatherspoons with a pint of Stella, laughing to himself.
It's not even Gangrel. It's just some randomer they pulled from the
What
pub.
is the closest spoons to the O2? I need to find out. I'm going there on the day to see if he's in there.
It's not a spoons, but it's like a spoons in the complex of the O2.
Yeah.
There's probably one in proximity, isn't there? But yeah, I think it's pretty clear cut, isn't it? The Cope and Christian are probably winning this.
Yeah.
So Jay, remember the noise we made when Nigel came out All In last year?
Yeah.
I will be more rabid than that if the Brood come out.
Yeah.
If they get a Brood entrance and Father's still got his turtleneck on, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, what do you think their entrance is going to be? Do you think we're going to get a full-on Edge and Christian entrance? And whose music did they come out to?
I think
it comes out to fucking Edge's, right?
I think Cope comes out to his entrance, and then Father's music hits, and he's just going to walk out really stoically behind him. And Cope's I feel like they're going to tease that they're not on the same page still. That's the whole point of him saying, go find yourself. I
think if you want to build to it, then against FTR would be the time to do the Brood entrance when they eventually get to that.
Oh.
Yeah, or the Bucks. Do the Brood versus the Elite.
I mean, the Bucks have already been involved with Gangrel, haven't they? So.
Yeah, they fucking beat up Gangrel.
They have. I thought you meant when they were in Generation Me.
No, when they did
Shut up!
When they did one of the weird Matt Hardy matches.
Oh yeah, sounds about right.
Why would you mention that? Why would you do that?
Because
AEW mentioned it, to be fair. They started it.
I hated that. I hated it so much. And Matthew didn't understand why I was so upset.
I was so happy that we got the return of Max and Jeremy Buck in the year of our Lord 2025. But yeah, so let's lead this into the tag title match because we don't know who's actually the other team in this.
So I've warned Sarah because Sarah's going. I'm not going to Glasgow. Couldn't get time at work. Sarah is. If FTR win this, I'm holding her personally responsible.
Yeah, as am I.
Who's she going with, Stacey? By herself?
John and his wife from.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, we got the Hurt Syndicate versus the winners of FTR and Brodito. First of all, do we think it might be a draw and we get a triple threat here?
Ooh. I mean, that does get more guys on the card, and Tony's all about that life, isn't he?
Yeah.
I just want to see Brody live again because I love him.
I'd love to see Brodito because they've been a banger tag team. They have been, considering they're a quote unquote randomly put together team. My God, have they killed it?
I feel like the tag title scene feels like it's been kind of stagnating for a long time. Every time.
What better way to reverse that trend than to put the belt back on FTR?
Exactly. Which is why my pick's FTR. I do think FTR are probably going to win this just because.
I'm going to manifest it and say Brodito.
Well, the only reason why I think that is because I think that Cope and Christian are going to hold the tag titles.
I assume that's what the all-out match is. It's FTR versus Edge and Christian for the titles.
No, but the thing is, Tasty, it's like with the way that
don't give me that lineage shit that we did with Brandon.
You know it's true though. You know it's true. Tony Khan's a fucking mark. He loves his lineage. He wants to look at his history books, be able to list off his champions. Go, I had Edge and Christian, my champions.
I know you're right. It's
in that book.
Listen,
it's This is search your feelings. You know it to be true, isn't it? It's like,
We've already been fucked over of Father being the fucking AEW champion. You can't fuck him out with the tag titles as well. I won't have it.
Cope was TNT champion for like 5 minutes. He's had his run.
And Father
Good.
was for 4 months and then
But
again.
that was much better, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
His reign was even longer if you count Luchasaurus.
That's what I was talking about. It was 4 months.
The only thing I'll accept if Edge and Christian win, or sorry, Cope and Christian win the tag titles, if it brings Jurassic Express back to challenge them for it.
I'd weirdly be okay with it.
Yeah, me too.
Win
Um,
Tarzan
How-
Boy. If they win and then Tarzan Boy hits immediately and then
What?
Luchasaurus just kills Cope.
How
and
is
then pins him.
Luchasaurus, by the way? Is anyone
He's clear. Been clear for ages.
really?
Yeah.
And Jack Perry's been sat at home, so like they're literally
Jack-
just waiting for
Jack
something. aren't they?
Perry's just been
They had a
building
little
knives in
moment
his
as
fucking
well, though,
garage.
didn't he? They had a little moment as well, didn't he? Like when, when was that? Was it
Pass.
when was it? There was one though,
It
wasn't there?
it was around the time. Was it around the time when Christian was feuding with Swerve?
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah,
And he was working with like the Elite and that.
to be honest, Scapegoat would be a nicer return here. I'd be
Oh,
okay.
I'd love Scapegoat to come back.
I'd be okay with a random Scapegoat return. I do think on the, like, just to kind of get sidetracked a little bit. I do think
Because the whole point of this, like with Edge with Cope and Christian, is Christian's like sort of paying for his crimes, isn't he? Like he's sort of like having to like look at the ghost of the
Atone
past.
for his sins.
And like, but the only one he's really got left now is what he did to Jungle Boy.
yeah, because he's got Brian Pillman Jr. and Wardlow as well, but don't worry about
He made Jack Perry get punched by CM Punk and ruined wrestling for like 6 months.
that. Father's responsible for that.
He made Chris Hero sad.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
What a weird little domino effect.
So
I do think it's wild that Edge and Christian are getting back together, like, and it's been quite foreshadowed for a while. And then the Hardys versus the Dudleys announced that they're going to have one more match at Bound for Glory this year. I do find this all very coincidentally hilarious.
What is old is new again.
counter program and Jones over here.
Yeah.
Someone get me Spike Dudley.
I think they should just out of spite, Tony Khan should reunite the Kings of Wrestling and do the versus Edge and Christian. I've
ever since Claudio's been in AEW and Chris Hero's been hanging around as a producer or like tangentially related, of like, why have you not? They have the best fucking entrance music. They're the best fucking team. Why have you not done this?
It's because of Chris Hero. He said he's not interested.
Mm.
Apparently Tony Khan like asks him like monthly, can you just come back and do like one Kings of Wrestling match for me? And he's like, I'm not really that into it.
Just one match.
Just
all
one.
it is.
If they did run it in Philly, they were never going to run it, were they?
Well, they've got the residency in Philly coming up.
Oh,
They might do.
yeah.
But also Claudio's a bastard man wearing Warhammer gear now, so I don't know if he'd do that.
Just get Chris Hero some looks and get him painting, and he'd be into it.
He probably would really enjoy that. So who you guys got for the tag titles? The Head Syndicate retain or the Challenger?
I think the Challengers will win
Challenger.
because the Head Syndicate's reign is, I think it's running out of gas a bit.
Well,
I pray that it's Brodito, but I've got a horrible, sickening feeling it'll be FTR.
I think it's going to be FTR.
I hope it's Brodito.
That train's never late, is it? The FTR
No.
title train. It always arrives right on time.
But at least it's going to be.
Dax said he hates his family and he likes the titles more, so he's got to win them now, hasn't he?
What?
Yeah, he did say that. Did say his wife's ugly and he hates his daughter.
Oh, so it's my belts now instead of my kids and
my
wife.
belts instead of my wife and kids.
He basically
My
said
belts
like,
and my gun.
so he cut a promo the other week saying like he said everyone knows the only reason he's doing this, and he's like, yeah, it's for the titles. It's not for my ugly wife, my brat of a daughter.
Yeah, it's facts. Absolutely facts.
Wow.
That was the real heel turn right there.
I think FTR are going to probably do it, to be honest, which makes me sad.
If I say FTR and then it is Brodito, I'll just have a nice surprise. And
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
I do think they might triple threat this, though.
I'm with you on that one. I think there's not a lot of multi-person fuckery on this card, and there's always room for more.
It's very weird that they'd like hold off for like a go home to announce who's the number one contender for the tag titles. Especially in the tournament final. Last time they did that was when they made Orange and Pac the triple threat.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they
But
do that.
if this match is half as good as that match, we're having a good time.
And also, let's be honest, if the Hurt Syndicate don't want to lose as much as they say they're going to, then get a third team in there to eat the pin.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, we
sadly,
tried that at the last pay-per-view and it didn't work.
don't worry about it.
Jet Speed should have won.
Jet Jet Speed should have won, you say. Well, that's a funny way of saying father and son. Um, but yeah, I think we're going to have new tag champs here. Let's go to the TNT the TBS Championship. I'm reading the wrong bloody title there.
Yeah, probably the last one that's like not hard to call because I can't see a world in which
you think?
you think Mercedes dropping them belt?
There's 4 people in that match.
Yeah, but it's Alex Windsor who's literally just got here and 2 people who don't work for the company.
I'm already sad that I've got to hear Alex Windsor's entrance music in person.
Can you imagine
No, thank you.
the awful takes on the internet of Alex Windsor wins this?
Yeah, but that's literally whenever Alex Windsor does anything, there's going to be awful takes because
as we all know, she's only there because she's with Will Ospreay.
Because the internet is full of fucking idiots.
Yeah.
I've thoroughly enjoyed like her little like friendship, like partnership they've got going with Tony. Like
it's very fun.
The way the two play each other is so fun.
Mina's getting jealous though.
Yeah. Yeah,
Do you have any other thoughts on who's going to be the 4th person? Because it's still not been announced. Stardom just haven't got round to announce that yet.
Probably Dark Starlight Kid.
Oh, okay.
Because Tony Khan said Dark Starlight Kid's like one of his favorite wrestlers who hasn't showed up in AEW yet.
I like AZM though. I would be very happy if it was AZM.
Azumi, it makes sense.
It's the thingy. It's their version of the G1 at the moment, though, isn't it?
Yes. Let me have a look to see.
I think Shuri's not in the running for it.
Shuri is currently out injured, I believe.
Yeah.
They didn't Shuri say she was taking time off after the Casino Gauntlet?
Potentially, yeah.
She had to get her elbow fixed or something.
But yeah, like I know they've got they're doing their version of the G1.
Yeah.
At the moment in time, cool. And that's not finished yet, so I wasn't sure who was in the running and who's in the running and who's kind of like potentially contenders for this match.
It could be Saray. Saray's a big enough name. Let's see.
Yeah, choosing to do Forbidden Door in August, considering it's the biggest time of the year for
the week after the G1, the mad bastards.
Yeah, while Stardom's doing their tournament and CML are also running major shows at the moment in time, it's like
the pull of calling an event Yawling in Texas was just too much.
It's all Chris Martin's fault because
Coldplay. It is all Coldplay's fault.
It is because it's back at Wembley next year, isn't it?
Too busy exposing affairs.
Well, because they booked Wembley for this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why we're not getting all in. And
like last year, Tony Khan fucked Taylor Swift off.
He sure did.
He did.
Rightfully so.
At that show. Shit.
But he can't do it. He can't do it to Chris Martin. He's got residual goop money from the divorce, presumably.
Residual fucking hell. That might be up there as one of the most upsetting things I've ever heard you say.
Yeah.
And there's a list of them.
And you've said a lot of things that really upset me. Let's have a look. We are. Yeah, I've got a feeling it'll. Oh, B Priestley could be there.
Oh.
But I've got a feeling it'll probably be the Dark Starlight Kid or Saray.
Yeah, I'd be good with that. Like,
yeah. But yeah,
none of them are winning. But yeah,
either way, I think for me it's a toss up between Mercedes or whether Tony wants the big hometown pop and wins to get to. Persephone is also there. Persephone's been great. I will say.
I like Persephone.
I can't wait to see her. She looks fantastic.
She was in the 4-way on the ROH show for the women's TV title.
Isn't she also at the Rev Pro this weekend?
She is. She's wrestling Alexis Falcon, which will be an absolute.
That'll be so good.
Yeah, Persephone's got a fucking awesome spear, so I'm looking forward to seeing her like be in the powerhouse in this match.
It's mad how Adam Cole could be the worst spear on this card.
I mean, I don't know about that. Matt Jackson's on the card.
You leave my boy alone.
But yeah,
You not attack me enough already.
are we all saying Mercedes probably winning this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
Mercedes.
think it's gonna be a hell of a match. I think it's
I
gonna
think
be
it'll
really
be
good fun.
brilliant. It'll be great. It'll again Mercedes when she's like in there with international talent seems to just turn it up to like another gear.
I know.
And if she never wrestles an American talent again in AEW, I'll be okay with that, unless it's Chris Statlander or Willow.
Yeah.
Right. Let's. Oh fucking hell, we only got 3 matches left. Let's go on to the Women's World Championship match first, then, which is Toni Storm versus Athena.
Now this is a hard one to call.
I'm calling Athena winning this
New
one.
champ,
Yeah, me
new
too.
champ.
Yeah.
I
Like-
think.
With every other match every other title match, particularly that we've said, this feels easy to predict. This feels easy to predict. Like, and I'm spoiler. Don't think the main title's changing in the match afterwards. I think a title
Fucking
change is called for on a show like this, and I think this is where we're going to see it.
It
And
feels
love
like
the
we've
fact
said
that
this like
Toni
about
doesn't
5
do well.
times, but it feels like we said this about 5 times, but this really does feel like the moment for Athena. Now it's now or
So-
never. Like,
Yeah.
Also, Tony's got the same record as Swerve in London,
Yeah.
and she's made a
And she's
big
even
deal.
mentioned it.
She's
she
made a
lost
big
last year
deal
to
that she can't win in
absolutely
London.
nobody.
No.
She lost
The
last year
title just
to
exploded.
she lost 2
disappeared.
years to Redacted, and I don't know why.
Yeah, the people who've beaten Tony in London having like great AEW careers afterwards, haven't they?
Ooh. Um,
Those mediocrities are just still just hit you.
yeah. I I think it's time for Athena. It also worth mentioning. Athena hits 1,000 days as ROH champion. In September, I believe September the 9th.
Yep.
Death Before Dishonor is the Friday before.
Against
And she's-
Mina, right?
And she's wrestling Mina.
Yep.
So
Oh.
Yeah.
Athena beats Tony here. They carry on the feud by Mina beating Athena and getting a win over her, and then obviously Tony and Athena can have a trilogy, which is what will probably happen.
And then that builds you back to Athena versus Monet when
Yeah.
Monet eventually loses the TBS title or goes for it again because she's beaten Athena in the past and they do another champ match.
And Athena versus Willow again, which I'm more excited about
Oh, yes.
because they just have like the best chemistry ever.
I'm so curious as to what's happening with this whole Chris Statlander thing as well. And the
mm,
Death Riders. Like,
yeah.
I really feel as well. Like, I don't think Tony needs this title. I mean, I said this like 6 months ago. I don't think Tony needs this title anymore. She's grown beyond the need of any title. She's a megastar now, isn't she?
We
But
literally
I
had this conversation before All In though.
Yeah.
Tony surpassed the title.
Yeah, I understand why you wanted to do Tony versus Monet for the title though. Like that was the
Mhm.
biggest match AEW can do for the women's division.
Yeah.
And then this one, the only other two huge ones are this one, Tony versus Athena, and then Athena Monet rematch. Like, and Athena versus Monet with the AEW Women's Championship would be insane.
Have we had
Mhm.
Athena versus Stat yet?
no.
Well,
The ascension of Statlander to the full title main event is like what we need to see over the next 12 months, isn't it?
I was going to say let's add that one onto the list.
And then the women's division as of late is really fucking picks up in AEW. Like I'm enjoying the Trio of Madness. They're such a fun collection to put together. I was really enjoying Bane and Penelope. Like they're a great kind of like big little tag team.
Yeah.
I love seeing Penelope, like, just on places now.
Harley
Like,
Cameron's back. Like you've got Tay and Anna. Like I'm all for them finally fucking announcing a. I know half
Got
women.
Triangle of Madness, the only triangle themed AEW trio stable there's ever been.
Yep.
yeah.
I
What an
mean-
inventive first name.
I want these women's tag titles at this point. Like I know half the roster got injured after all in the casino gauntlet apparently, but I want those tag titles because it just feels like it's the last missing piece of the puzzle.
Sorry,
Is
I'm
it-
just going to pull back the curtain a little here. Ollie Leeds, Everton have just conceded the penalty. Well, they're giving it away. Leeds haven't took it yet. But
I can hear Matthew shouting upstairs. Have you texted him?
I haven't sent him anything.
Okay.
I sent him a damn thing. I've been
Can Pickford save it with his little arms? That's a question.
been nothing but a professional. Checking my card. Um,
No, yeah. The women's division is amazing.
yeah,
The additions to it have been fantastic. I know there's been so much support as well for, is it Lana Cross to get
yes.
added to the roster after her popping up on Ring of Honor and stuff of late as well. That'd be another great little get. Like, yeah, no. So yeah, I'm all for Athena winning here. And
Yeah.
It does feel like if Athena wins it here, it's like a reset for the division in terms of like who can then challenge and who can come up and the matches we can have and sort of stuff like that. So I think, I mean, with all respect to Tony, she's been arguably the greatest AEW women's wrestler of all time. Did you see like there's a picture from this week of her doing a suplex in her bare feet, and she's doing like she's on it like a tiptoes like a ballet dancer.
Yeah. Really like John Point.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like she is doing things both in ring and with a character that like nobody in any women's division in the world is doing at the moment.
Yeah. Interesting as well that they're doing obviously the sort of like pairing with Tony and Windsor. There could be if Tony does retain, there's already feels like there's a ready-made storyline there. If she loses, there's a ready-made storyline there. For sure.
Yeah. Can we just have one year where one of Tony's potentially romantic mentorships doesn't end like just a blood feud?
I mean, she's still got Mina.
The only wrestling that we have is toxic relationships.
It's so funny because Mina came in because of her like affiliation with Mariah, and now her and Tony are like best friends.
Who?
Sorry, I can't remember what her name is.
Don't worry about it.
You know what? It's all right. Neither can Booker T.
It was like I love how like I don't love it. It's quite weird how like some people like refuse to talk about like people potentially being same-sex couples because like obviously there's very sapphic overtones in the Mina and Tony relationship.
There's very sapphic overtones in the AEW's women roster.
Yes, it is easily the gayest women's roster thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And then after the women's Euros, like one of the England players and one of the Spain players were in a relationship, and like the commentators didn't acknowledge it. They were like, "Oh, she's going over to console her good friend, who she lives with."
Gals being pals? Did you not know? They're just friends. They're just
who she lives with and is now deep kissing on the field.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What a wonderful way to express friendship.
That's just exactly. They're just friends. They're just really good friends.
History will call them just friends. It's fine. Gals being pals.
Oh
yeah.
I am so thankful that there is a company like AEW which is allowing to just let queer people be queer on TV
and not just firing them all like other companies maybe do.
Yeah.
I mean, how else are they gonna keep the other guy on retainer?
True. Yeah. How else are they gonna
keep those people employed? Come on now.
You got to keep that sponsorship from that company that makes like fucking butt wipes for men.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably like don't worry about it.
Wear dude wipes.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I want to be though.
No, don't. Run far away.
Don't worry about it.
Excellent.
Let's you know who will need some dude wipes after this show though. MJF after Hangman leaves him in a pool of his own blood. Because
what a segue.
I want to see Hangman murder MJF to death.
Right, I'm very confused. Me and Sarah have had because I didn't realize.
You and Sarah just had a domestic over this. Like, is this?
We're sleeping in separate rooms.
I've got to get a train with the two of you to London, and I'm gonna fucking stare that pot so much.
You've got to be around us like for the entire build up to this match, and
pretty much,
and with us while the match happens as well. You're gonna have a horrible time.
Mum and Dad are fighting again, and you just sitting there like on the train.
Sarah already wants to kill me because of my views on MJF. It's fine.
So, I was aware, as far as I was concerned, that the whole point wasn't it that MJF said he didn't want to cash in his contract because he wanted it as like an insurance policy. Now, I'm sure Hangman said a few weeks ago if he beat Mark Briscoe in the main event at Dynamite, he would give him a title shot without him having to use his contract.
So he said he'd have to earn it and win some matches. He said if Mark Briscoe won that match, Briscoe would get a title shot.
Right, okay.
But then Hangman was basically the whole time saying that unless Tony Khan says otherwise, MJF's got to like use that contract.
He's got to pony up. He's got to pink pony up.
He can't have that as an insurance policy essentially.
And then there was that really good promo on this week's Dynamite where
Yeah,
he
it's
basically
great.
just wound him up to the point where he made him cash it in, which was
He out
fantastic.
MJF.
Yeah.
I love the whole like fucking Hangman calling everyone dumbass. Like
It's been the
it's
most
so
consistent
good.
thing. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Hangman just understands. He's watched wrestling before and he knows what happens in wrestling.
So
Yeah.
good.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
He's
like, surely they're not going to take it off Hanger this early.
Oh God,
They learned the
not
lesson
in the
last time.
slightest.
I fucking
Not
hope
in the
not.
slightest.
I really hope not.
I mean, I contrary to popular,
That'll suck the air out of an arena, won't
I
it?
have nothing against MJF, but I don't want to see another cursed MJF title reign.
I
Not
do not
at the
want.
moment.
I do
Like,
not want MJF champion.
I don't.
I would not be opposed to it down the line, but this is way too soon.
Yeah.
Like if this was like 7-8 months down the line, I'd probably think about it more. But right now, I'm all for MJF being the first contender because it makes you think, oh fuck, it's MJF.
What if they just hotshot this because it's
Yeah,
MJF and he could do it?
Exactly. So like I'm all for this being the first feud because it does put the doubt in you.
Yeah.
But I don't
And
think that
hell, man's won a title match in the UK before.
Yep.
Ugh.
If we're playing on that legacy of like Tony's never won, Swear's never won, well, MJF has.
Mm.
So I'm now
And-
as much as there's like that. Ooh, but they could like they're not going to. Hangman's walking in and walking out with that title,
I really hope so.
and it's going to be a banger of a match.
Yeah.
I think
Is this gonna close the show, or do you reckon it'll be
No.
the cage match?
Nah, it'll be the
No,
cage.
because cage match
lights
is lights out.
Yeah, that's what had me thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, AEW have always had like the consistency
That-
of the lights out match is the last match.
That's what's
Mm.
given me the fear that Hangman might lose the belt.
Nah,
Because
we got a lights out.
They're not going to switch the belt and not
If,
have it at the end
if
of the show.
Hangman loses the belt and then we go into that cage match, they're going to no. Then that cage match ain't fucking recovering.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah.
It's dead. Like
Yeah,
there's no saving it.
Tadahashi could jump off like 2 heights of a cage, and people aren't going to be coming back for it.
Yeah,
Tanahashi could turn to dust in midair, and people still wouldn't pop for it.
You say that we've got the actual Golden Lovers, and we might have the third Golden Lover, Chris Jericho, return. So we could have the dream.
The dream of a match that's being held
Faye's gonna
together
kill
by.
me one of these
We've
days.
got to get on. We've got to get on every member of Fozzie's Instagram. If any of them are in the UK this week, stop panicking.
I'm just gonna check the Fozzy tour schedule very quickly.
Yeah, please
Mate,
do.
I'm not going to their website. I don't want that on my record.
It's Ticketmaster, mate.
Oh,
But yeah, I think I do think Hangman's gonna win. I think it would be very silly to, as we've said, it's very silly for him to drop it in his first like pay-per-view defense.
I would like to see Hangman and Kenny run one back before Thingy's
So-
out as well.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because I reckon Hangman's probably holding it till probably Revolution is the earliest I can see him losing it. I did say Full Gear, but I think they're probably going to keep it till Revolution. So that's potentially what, like 4 more title defenses after this one.
Yeah.
So you could quite easily have MJF, like with the whole story of Hangman saying you've got to earn it. You could have MJF picking up big wins on the road to Revolution or the road to Double or Nothing. And then having a little summer reign of terror, dropping it to Ospreay and Wembley. Cal Fletcher wins the Casino Gauntlet, cashes in on
Immediately
Ospreay,
cashes in.
sends the crowd home happy. And yeah, that's what I'd probably book. So yeah,
Or if you really wanted it, you're booking Eddie Kingston title run instead.
I mean,
Don't
to
threaten
me.
me with a good time.
don't. I think there's a possibility Eddie could come back. Maybe.
If we say it enough, it'll happen.
Yeah.
Will this also, thinking about it, be the first time Hangman's come out to his old theme music in the UK?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or did he?
that's true. No,
No,
he
because
did.
first
was
year,
Was the first year because I was trying to remember what his first match was. I couldn't remember.
Golden Elite, wasn't it?
I couldn't remember
Versus
He'd had
Bang Bang Gang.
when the switch turned for him.
Oh, Hanger needs this moment, man. MJF's had his UK moment. Let Hanger have this one. He's been in a tag match and a gauntlet,
Oh God.
and he's lost both of them.
Yeah, exactly. Hangman hasn't won in London.
So Fozzy put something out 10 days ago saying, thinking about our UK fans. So, oh no, I don't like
Jerry,
that.
I don't see it happening.
Nah, they have just announced their UK tour.
I'm gonna contact my local MP and tell them that one of Fozzy is a terrorist.
Tell Tell them they're trying to smuggle Fallen in reverse into the country. That'll do it.
Tell them that Chris Jericho is actually Ronnie Radke.
He's just Marilyn Manson without the makeup on. Don't let him in. But yeah, I think Hangman wins here.
Yep.
I hope.
Yeah, I can't in good conscience ever put any sort of bet on MJF. I just can't.
Well, he bet on himself. That's why he got the tattoo.
Didn't he then like
Don't worry
fucking
about it.
yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I won't.
And finally, we kind of touched on it before, but do we think we're getting a Max Caster Open challenge?
I hope so.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
I think it's on the pre-show. and
Give
I
me
think
Mayor the Grandad.
Yeah, it'll be Suzuki. We can get a Kazunian array around the
That's
O2.
all
Can
I
we
want.
get because he's not part of New Japan anymore, is he?
Please,
Forbidden Door,
please.
Faye. Anyone come up through the Forbidden Door?
Suzuki's never not technically been part of fucking New Japan for God knows how long.
Yeah.
But I think if like we're not getting Naito, that's what damn certain.
DDT.
But like I reckon Suzuki's definitely a possibility because he has turned up in AEW so much.
I mean, other than that, Yuya Uemura and Ishii are just knocking about doing nothing this weekend.
Exactly.
Other than wrestling Connor Mills and Jay Joshua. So yeah, they could do Oko. But
Well, he's doing one in Glasgow, isn't he?
he's definitely wrestling great though in Glasgow.
I think I've seen people. I think it could be Pac, and that'd be great as well.
Nah, Pac's fucked till the end of the year.
Is he actually proper hurt? Is he?
Pac's like fucked, yeah. Pac's like out till from what I saw was mentioned about him, like Pac's like out till like at least October. So I don't think it would be Pac as much as I'd love it to be Pac.
It's fine. We've got Pac's replacement, Gabe Kidd.
We've got Gabe Kidd.
It's non-union equivalent.
Yeah.
He's Nottingham based, non-union equivalent. What if Pac but Warhammer?
Let's
Gabe Kidd
also
play
actually.
Warhammer?
Nobody's from Nottingham, which is where Gabe's
He
replaced.
probably legally should.
In my head canon, he's got like 5,000 points for Ultramarines.
And if he hasn't, Claudio's made sure he's got some now.
Yeah.
Claudio just keeps putting like little starter sets in his luggage.
It's like, so I heard you're from Nottingham.
Gabe Kidd
How do you know
definitely
you don't like
screams
mythical
Ultramarines.
things if you've never done one?
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Just do one. So yeah, we got the main event of the Lights Out Steel Cage match, which is the Death Riders, Gabe Kidd and the Bucks versus sorry, did I say the Bucks? I meant Generation Me. Versus Darby Allin, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, and Kota Ibushi.
A match that is more put together with duct tape and painkillers and hopes and prayers than any other possible match I think I could think of. Like,
I loved that on Twitter. Someone was like, I imagine this conversation between Ospreay and Tanahashi went, yo, bruv, do you fancy doing a cage match? And Tanahashi going, well, I've got no knees. And he was going, well, my neck's fucked, so it's fine. And then Will replied and was like, yeah, that's pretty much how that conversation went.
Yeah.
with Kenny, Mr. Diverticulitis Kenny, fucking Kota Ibushi, who
Looks for doctor's advice on Twitter.
Darby Allin that's just come back from fucking Mount Everest. The Bucks whose backs are fucked half the time anyway. Gabe Kidd had to pull out the G1 because he was injured.
Mox is probably banged up.
Mox who still get to go on holiday.
Mox just wants to go fishing. That's all he wants. That's why he tried to destroy the company, because he just wanted a fishing trip.
Oh, when the healthiest person in this match is the one that's just come off fucking Mount Everest.
Yeah,
and one of the other healthiest people technically is Kota Ibushi, who 2 years ago his ankle exploded, and he also doesn't believe in medicine.
Yeah, he doesn't believe. Oh, and he doesn't believe in books either.
There is going to be a moment where you have Ospreay, Ibushi, Tanahashi, and Darby all on the corners of a fucking cage. They're all going to jump off, and only one's going to stand up.
I'm not being funny or anything, right?
And it'll weirdly be Tanahashi.
Yeah.
Kota Ibushi
took will his knees to work one last time.
Kota Ibushi took a thumbtack bump after a match.
Yeah.
In blood and guts. Like, the match had finished.
After the Okada match, he just randomly took a bump on a chair. And Kenny was just like, what are you doing? And just gave him a thumbs up and walked off. I was like, oh, God, Cody. It's like a fucking Labrador, isn't he?
There was a moment when Will was announcing this match, I thought, they're not, this is as close as we're ever going to get to seeing a blood and guts match live in the UK. Like, this is insane that they're going to have 10 of these guys in one ring,
It's the,
surrounded by a
it's the close we're going to get
cage.
to seeing someone nearly die in a match in the
Yeah.
UK.
Nearly seeing 5 people possibly die in a match.
I mean, is this technically the blood and guts we're getting this year?
Yeah.
I think we're still getting a women's blood and guts match.
I think they certainly feel like they're building to if they're not building to a women's blood and guts, it's a tournament for the tag titles. But I don't know why they'd put like a trio in there for sure. Well, 2 trios in there. But yeah, I I don't know who to pick for this. I think it's probably going to be the faces, right?
I mean, it's going to be, if it's the last match, then you're going to have Will Ospreay standing tall with Tanahashi and, and Kenny.
I don't know, It's
You can't-
Tanahashi's last match in the UK, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So we can't have a Forbidden Door pay-per-view, a pay-per-view in London with Tanahashi's last ever UK match that doesn't end with everyone air guitaring with Tanahashi.
And it ends with Moxley just literally destroying Tanahashi's knees.
I mean, Mox is probably going to try and break Tanahashi's legs.
I
He
will
looks
say,
so happy at the thought of it being Tanahashi as well, though.
I love
They have such a
that
history.
comedic timing of
on
like,
the promo, he was like, they got Tanahashi? Okay.
like
He
I,
looked
I
delighted,
love that
didn't he?
little bit. I love that so much. Like Tanahashi, the Tanahashi. Like it's like, yes, this is how you sell this match.
Yeah.
Don't forget
Because they had such
Well, the first ever Forbidden Door was Mox Tanahashi in the main event, wasn't it? So
Yeah. And they had like such great little chemistry and stuff like that as well. Like,
I'm so glad Gabe Kidd's involved as well. Like considering literally
Kidd.
got pulled from the G1.
Gabe Kidd getting weekend at Bernie's out there.
say that he's gonna see Kenny Omega and instantly try and go to like kill him.
It'll be like that Spider-Man musical. He'll just be like on wires the whole match.
you'd be like Jason Exile, who's definitely alive.
Jason Exile is the most alive wrestler on the planet.
Definitely alive.
He's more alive than Hulk Hogan, and that's true because Hulk Hogan is dead.
He's shoot dead, brother.
He's shoot dead, whereas Jason Exile is definitely alive. But yeah,
no. Gabe Kidd's gonna try and kill Kenny, and then Kota Ibushi's gonna fucking give him a concussion.
Kota Ibushi should be on a fucking e-bike or something for some reason. You'll just find one.
What if Eddie Kingston comes back to like kill Gabe? That's what I want.
And Mox.
Again, Gabe Kidd put Eddie on the shelf, so that's why.
I don't give a fuck about Mox.
I will say I'm at this point now where like I've been like rooting for an Eddie return to interfere in one of these Death Rider matches that I'm like I'm not saying it anymore. Like there's been so many of these matches like it could be his return. He's going to return here. He's going to like I'm happy to just be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I'll just be glad when it happens.
Like
I feel like I'm just trying to manifest it now. Like
I've been manifesting it for a fucking year. So like.
I mean, I can wear my Eddie Kingsley shirt if it helps.
Yeah.
For the show.
I'm gonna be wearing my Suzuki Goon shirt to try and manifest Murder Granda, to be fair.
I think we should all get like Eddie Kingston eyebrow shavings like the Bucks did that one time.
That'll definitely bring Eddie out. For sure. But yeah, who have we got for this then? Faces or heels?
Faces. Let's send the crowd home.
I think faces. He likes sending the crowd home happy in shows like this. Get it. It's all out. It's always the one that's like the end times.
Tanner hits the high fly flow off the cage onto Matt Jackson and pins him.
But it is full of the faces that like to lose.
Yeah, I know.
That's true.
But the Bucks fucking love to lose.
The Bucks are also there.
It's their favorite thing to do. Also, as much I love the Bucks, right? I love them so much. But you know what I love? I love seeing the Bucks have the worst time. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Do you mean like when they fought Roderick Strong and Bryan Danielson in PWG?
I am their current run is very funny.
Oh god, sorry, Faye. To be fair,
not sorry.
I'm not. I'm gonna make a bold prediction, which is probably kind of predictable. That I think Darby pins Mox and that sets up the match at All Out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Drop.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how much more I'm looking forward to that match. Now it's not for the title.
Yes.
I think that's because to be fair, I've really enjoyed the tradition that AEW have got, where like All In is the big happy joyous kind of like celebration, and then All Out is for the last 2 years
Sadness, and more
has been the
sadness.
fucking hangover.
Yeah.
And I am all for Mox killing Darby is the hangover at All Out this year.
You know what else I
Plastic
love
bag
as
Derby.
well? Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what else I love is the fact that like the way usually when someone gets beat, they disappear for a while, and Mox has just come back and just murdered everyone. Like it's been brilliant. It's been so good.
I do like the fact that Mox's kind of like mission statement hasn't changed. He's just now like, right, I need to get it back. And I need to put
He's
it,
racking them wins up very quickly,
I
isn't
need
he?
to put it back in the briefcase.
Oh,
And
It's
don't.
out now, mate. We've all seen it. You can't put it back in there.
that's true. That's true.
Danielson's out now. It's fine.
You've
Oh,
seen it. You can't unsee it.
I need
um,
Mox to murder Nigel to like bring Brian back to kill Mox.
I do
Na
wonder if they'll run that back. If they'll have Mox versus Bryan one more time.
Nigel's been very vocal about Bryan Danielson the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I know. And Utah's been doing like
He
all the bits as well.
Nigel did it in the technical spectacle. He did. I've got till five referee. I was like, "What are you doing? You little
Yeah,
shit."
he did. And then
The fuck are you playing
Danny
at,
did
Nigel?
Danny did Utah's mousetrap pin too.
Mhm. Um,
Not that I think too much into this or anything, don't worry about
I
it.
mean, it's fine because we're getting Nigel versus Daniel Garcia at All Out after Garcia
It's gonna be
turns on
so
Nigel.
good.
Um,
Danny
it-
can't have father figures as much as he'd like
who
to.
who did? Yeah, yeah, he can. He's got his daddy magic. Who did you have for this fight?
I think I'm gonna have to go with the faces as much as like I don't want to
I I,
because
I just want to air guitar with Tanahashi. That's all I want.
I've done that. It's fine. Um, yeah, it's got to be faces. Like you can't do that to Tanahashi. We've got to say go Ace, haven't we?
Yeah. Um, do we think any other matches are going to get? Well, obviously, other matches are going to get added to an AEW pay-per-view, and we've got two shows left. But do we think anything is going to get added to the main card?
Main card probably not, but
No, I think there'll definitely be an open challenge on the pre-show. Max Caster, hopefully either Suzuki. I mean, I wouldn't be against a little Shingo coming out and just beating the piss out of him as well.
I could see like you were saying like the old school Rambo, like a battle royale being put together to get some people on there.
I would
Yeah.
like
It's
that.
just it depends who's because especially if it's going to be a battle royal, it's a healthy way to get some of the G1 contestants into it at least.
Also,
Yeah.
Tony, if you want to make me very happy, give us War Dogs versus Jet Speed on the pre-show.
Yes, yes,
Which
yes,
which,
yes.
which War Dogs though? Driller,
I don't care as long as it's Driller.
Yeah.
Driller and Clark,
Yeah,
or I can't remember. Is it Knockout Kings or Knockout something? The new ones, the new guys.
no, I want the classic. I just want Driller at the O2 because that'd be
Yeah.
fucking great, wouldn't it?
What if Evil answers the Max Caster Open Challenge and loses?
Tony Coleman
No.
booking.
Yeah.
More pressing
if it's
question,
Driller?
Jay. Jay, who's he getting the cage from? Has that been on the blower?
I haven't got a fucking
God.
clue. I imagine
How big
he's-
will the ring be? Will it be big enough?
I imagine that Tony's probably got like it all stored away at Craven Cottage.
Fulham have got a match that day.
They're
Yeah.
just like they're just putting them. They're just making them play in a cage. Like, what's that? Don't worry about it.
Like, why is Anthony Jackson feeling his hamstring? Oh, he was helping us get the cage up before the match started.
Tony's just had Rodrigo Muniz in the cage, just like waiting out his transfer talks. It's like you're not going anywhere till blood and guts. I mean, lights out steel cage.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So, obviously
It's gonna
there
be-
I
are.
like to think
killer
they
show.
just. I like to think they just lock Mox in the cage on the Fulham football pitch until the match. So you stay there.
He just pacing the concourse at Craven Cottage,
What
getting
was the-
real angry.
What was the old school Monsters Ball rules where they put them in a fucking cupboard for 24 hours beforehand?
100%. That's what they do.
Are we doing end-to-end TNFaye? Let's go.
No.
We've locked all of the participants in like shuttered pret-a-mangers in London for like the last 24 hours.
Mox would be happy with that, though. He'd be surrounded by sandwiches.
No,
That
there are
is-
no sandwiches in these pret-a-mangers.
No, Like literally, what they used to do in Monsters Ball and TNA was they'd say that they'd have like the participants locked in a room with only water and bread for like
For 24 hours.
24 hours and no natural light.
What?
They'd have CCTV of them all in like these cells pacing.
Are
Jeff
they
Hardy
fucking like enrichment
a
things?
bit had
Yeah,
come
because
out looking like he'd like been lost in the woods. Jeff Hardy had looked out like come out looking like he'd smuggled some drugs in with him. Sabu was
Yeah,
in
it'll
one
look
of them.
like.
Yeah, it looked like. Remember when Monty Brown was in one and he pounced everybody?
I
They
just
were the
love the
days.
idea that we're going to dehydrate you, starve you, and like put you in a and like completely stimulate you for 24 hours, and then you got to go have a fucking wrestling match.
You got not just a wrestling match, like a fucking no holds barred match, and basically a death match in like TNA standards. Usually I'd
I
watch
don't
like the
like
drama.
this. This
Yeah,
feels so
Did we manage to
inhumane.
start and end?
No,
Jay, did we manage to start and end this episode with the TNFaye?
We sure did because
I
Ollie brought up
don't like
Monsters Ball like the
this.
fucking trooper he is.
No, Ollie,
This was
why
a
would you do
coordinated
this?
attack. I appreciate it.
I don't like it.
Hey, you've got out of TNFays for too long.
So you gave no, I
We're
don't want a
we're du
sandwich.
we're doubling up now.
No.
But,
I'm gonna be like so scared every time Ollie's on a pod. Like I'm just like fucking gonna be like, no.
but yeah, we're all gonna be at Forbidden Door. We're all gonna be down at some point. If you see us, come say hello.
We have stickers.
We'll have stickers because I've still got stickers from last year's all
Yeah,
because
me
I'm
too.
prepared.
I found some
Um,
the other day in my wardrobe. They're right here.
Hey.
I've got I've got stacks and stacks of the fuckers in my house, so I'll make sure I bring a load down. Yeah, me and Ben will be at both Red Pro shows. Faye's going to be at Pro Wrestling Ceasefire. Ollie, are
I'm
you
so
doing
excited.
just Forbidden Door? Or are you going to be about for anything?
I'm possibly depends if in terms of like crest finding somewhere to stay on the Saturday, basically, whether I
Yeah.
come down or not. So
Are you just going to be
No
prowling the board game cafes of East London?
well,
gonna be
half
under
of them
the
have gone on
bridge.
strike, so
But yeah, we'll all be about. If you see us, come say hello. You'll probably see us all together at Forbidden Door before the show,
Yeah.
having a beer somewhere.
Mhm.
Can try and meet up with Neil as well from for the big deals. Just hang out with
Yeah.
him 'cause he's
He's
a cool
there
guy.
from Sunday.
I've got a
He's
load
gonna
of
send
his
me a
stickers that he
text.
just gave me as well when I saw him last.
Is
Um,
Joe in
the
that
big
down
deal
this year?
sticker?
Joe is not. Yeah, for the
Oh.
big deal stickers, Neil just gave me a stack of them and went, "You can have these." I was like, "All right." I think I've
They
got
just
more.
recently come back with it with an episode. It's really funny. You
Yeah.
should
Also,
listen.
if you want a more
Listen to it.
coherent preview of the show, Tom Clark's going to be doing a live one on Friday about 9 o'clock UK time,
He is. He
which
asked
we
us.
won't be able to be on because we'll be at Revpro.
Yeah. We should probably plug our podcast with Tom Clark, shouldn't we? Seeing as it launches this Wednesday.
Cousin,
Your cousin. Yeah, me and Big Tasty, Joe from Damn It Vacant, and the other
Two
one.
Nations under Ted.
I was
And
going to say
Homer.
Hallmark of Greatness. And Two Nations Under 10 that I'm part of. And Tom Clark are doing Bear Mode, which is a bear podcast. We've recorded
A bear
5.
podcast. We're all just fully nud the entire time. That's what it is. Yeah. No, it's a podcast where we talk about the FX TV show The Bear.
Yeah.
So Jay didn't
I-
really explain that. He just said we do a bear podcast. And like that's
We-
so
You
many
should have just
questions.
left
Considering
it at
you're-
that.
we
See
could have-
what
considering-
happens.
I was
We-
like, considering the person on the show also runs the full game set, and I hear Bear podcast. I'm like, are you just, buddy? We just doing thing? We just talking about like this part of the gay mask dating scene? What's
We-
going on here?
Yeah.
Like,
Bear
We could have
podcast.
just been real enthusiastic about air sign creatures. That's all. But yeah, we're going to be
We
talking.
could spend 30 minutes a week talking about Paro, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do that most weeks anyway. But yeah, we're going to be talking about the TV show The Bear. I've never watched it before, so I'm going in completely
Oh,
blind.
it's
so
so good.
don't give me any spoilers.
Jay's having a
especially
horrible
Faye.
time. It's really funny.
Isn't
I am
it?
having the. I literally, Faye, you should watch this just because it's like the equivalent of me getting TNFays because
Really?
I'm getting PTSD from when I worked in bars for 10 years.
Oh, mate, you have not
Um,
seen. You've not even
Don't
seen
worry
it
about
yet.
it.
You haven't even seen it
don't
yet. I'm
worry
waiting
about it.
for it. I'm
Um,
waiting for it. Oh,
Yeah. So the first
You
proper
talk,
episode
say
of
you're
that.
thinking fishes.
yeah.
Oh, don't worry about it. First proper episode that's out this week on Wednesday. At Bunk Studios' YouTube channel, I believe. And wherever podcasts are found.
If you haven't
Um,
seen The Bear, watch The Bear and then watch the corresponding
and
episode
watch
because
me have an existential crisis talking
so
about
good.
it.
Ollie, apropos of nothing, if I fancied playing, for example, the hit game Blood on the Clock Tower the week after All In, after Forbidden Door, would I be able to do that in Liverpool or in the Liverpool area?
You would indeed. Clams, the hosts of Liverpool Games Fair, have got our regularly scheduled games of Blood on the Clock Tower over at the Bloom Building in Birkenhead. If you go onto any of our socials, Clams Group on Instagram, and follow the links on there, it will take you to our ticketing website, the same one that we used for Liverpool Games Fair, and you can pick up tickets to come play Blood on the Clock Tower with us all at the Bloom Building. Speaking of Liverpool Games Fair, we are already planning the next one. It is happening,
Yes.
Hell yeah.
and we are looking to. We haven't got an official date yet, waiting on the contract, but it is going to be happening in February is the goal. So it'll be happening. You don't have to wait a full year. It'll be only happening in February is the next one.
And if you're wondering how
And
good it
Cannot
was, and
wait.
Faye missed this because she left early, we all got to do the Kenny Omega Terminator clap whilst someone did a slow rotation with a Nerf gun before they slay shot someone.
Yeah, that is very
Oh.
true.
And it was possibly the
Um,
best thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Wow.
And also, when we played Clock Tower, I think I had the worst time of my life playing Clock Tower.
It's just Martin just decided you were evil, and then
I literally have not played Clock Tower since.
he
I
refuses.
My best
Yeah.
friend is evil.
have you lost your smile, Jay?
I've lost my smile. I also can't make it to the next one anyway. So it's an unrelated thing, but I genuinely had like the worst time playing Clock Tower last time because yeah, I just
You
got
said
gaslighted.
you were like, I can't wait to play Clock Tower with Nat. And then
I
you
knew
had the worst
I knew
time.
she'd be evil, and I knew that we'd probably not be on the same team. And then I just got gaslighted out of the game by it. It was horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was fun. I will get my revenge. But yeah, I'll leave the link to Clams down there. I'll leave the link to Bear Mode. Anything else? Or we got all the plugs in?
No.
We good?
If you come into London, be careful. It's full of crime, apparently. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Everywhere it's in it, you know. Thatcher's Britain.
We'll be back next week with a review once we've all recovered from Forbidden
Yeah.
Door. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye.